everybody, and welcome to the Le Mans 24-hour, the qualifying 3 report session. It's here on race day, and it's about time we give it to you. Welcome along to the Le Mans 24-hour. We're in France. More specifically, we're at Le Mans, the Circuit de la Sarthe, for the 2019 running of the Le Mans 24-hour. And what a circuit it is as well. Just over 13.5 kilometres, with the most famous names in motorsport: the Dunlop, the S's, Terra-Rogia, the Mulsannes, the Michelin Chicane, Indianapolis, Arnage and the Porsche Curves. But welcome along to the qualifying 3 report for the 2019 24 Hours of Le Mans on our continuing coverage here on YouTube. Right, before we get into it, let's take a quick look around the Circuit de la Sarthe with the Audi RS16 on the Gran Turismo Sport. Let's take a look then around this Circuit de la Sarthe, and on board in the 2016 Audi LMP1 car, the RS016. Coming out of the last corner, four-wheel drive, provides some lack of drive out of the last corner, but start the clock up now towards the Dunlop curve at turn 1, 5th gear corner. Immediately hard on the brakes coming into the Dunlop chicane, down to 2nd gear, ride the curves hard. Little bit of power, you'll allow a little bit of oversteer as you come down now towards the S's. 4th gear, 5th gear, drop down to 3rd. Get the car on the banking part of the track, come up now towards Terra-Rogia at 8th gear, drop down 4th gear now. And nice and wide at the exit as you head down the Mulsanne straight for the first time. Don't forget, it's not the original Mulsanne straight, because now they have got the 2 chicanes, the Forza chicane followed by the Michelin chicane. You're in 6th gear, over 200 miles an hour down the Mulsanne. You've got a brake down to 3rd gear for the first of the chicane. Hard on the brakes, drop down 3rd gear into the Forza chicane. Just flick the car in, left, right, up, right, down, go again. 4th gear, 5th gear. And then just wait for the car to rise up to 6th gear. Already a minute and 15 seconds have passed as you're already hurtling down the back straight. Coming now. This one is very tricky as you come down now, brake hard. 2nd gear now into the Michelin chicane, heading down to the Mulsanne corner. Rise again. 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear coming up. You can feel the car almost bumping down the straight as you go offline just a little bit. The car immediately wants to flick you into the wall. You're doing so much to control it as you have to flick the car at the same time of heavy braking down into the Mulsanne corner into 2nd gear. Round now down into the other half of the track that I like, down to 18 and 19th part of the track. You're coming full throttle into turn 20 and 21 as you approach Indianapolis. Watch, it's already in 6th gear. Now you're just going to keep the car pinned straight and hope that you don't fly off into a wall. You've seen that happen a number of times. Flick the car, brake hard, coming into Indianapolis. It's a banked corner, hence the name. 2nd gear. By the time you're already in 4th gear, you've got to hold it there because you hit the brakes down the 1st gear, hard into Arnage. The car doing what it did in the last chicane, just pushing the 4-wheel drive out. You can't turn and accelerate at the same time. The car will just go straight with it being 4-wheel drive. Coming up now towards the Porsche curves. Turns 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29, believe it or not. Down 4th gear, just touch the curve as much as possible. Now through the fast Porsche S. They've moved the barrier back since this game was developed, but already 5th gear, you can ride much more speed. You've got to drop to 4th at the 2nd part of the Porsche curve. Coming down now into 5th gear, 6th gear, you just hold 5th gear, don't pull 6th. As you've got to brake hard now into 2nd gear, coming into the Ford chicanes. Ride the curb. This is the trickiest part of the track, surprisingly, the last chicane. And across the line. 3rd gear, 4th gear, and across in a 3:29.042. What a lap. It's very tricky, Circuit de la Sarthe. Let's get into the qualifying report then. Start off with LMP1, as after 3 action-packed sessions, it was the number 7 Toyota TS050 hybrid that has taken pole position in the LMP1 class, a 3:15.497 set last night in qualifying 2. Toyota's Gazoo Racing number 8 was the second fastest, with privateer Russian team SMP Racing in the number 17 BR1 car in third as well. Remarkably, just 0.251 separating the Toyota and the non-hybrid SMP car. Despite both Rebellion cars suffering engine problems during qualifying, which limited their time on track, the number 3 Rebellion is in 4th place, 1.3 seconds off the pace as well. In LMP2, it was equally competitive, with just 0.5 of a second separating the top 3 cars. The number 39 Graph Entry narrowly clinched pole over the number 28 TDS Racing as well. The number 11 Dragon Speed proved quickest during Q1 and Q2, but was unable to keep up the pace of qualifying 3. Number 36 Scientech Alpine Matmut, which is challenging Jackie Chan DC Racing for the LMP2 title this weekend, third overall in the class. But it was following scrutineering that the graphs first 16 times for Q3 were deleted after the team were penalised for failing to stop at the weighbridge as well. The result means that the number 28 TDS is on pole position for today's race in LMP2. Aston Martin on pole in LMGTE Pro. The third qualifying session saw plenty of changes overall in the Pro class. Aston Martin set an overall best time of 3:48 dead, which awarded them pole position. The 95 car with Marco Sorensen at the wheel, and made even more special considering this weekend marks Aston Martin's 60th anniversary of their 1959 Le Mans victory. The number 67 Ford Chin Ganassi Team UK car was second fastest, 7/10 off as well separated. He was ahead though just of the Corvettes. The number 91 Porsche and the 82 BMW were 4th and 5th respectively, making it 5 different manufacturers in the first 5 of the GTE Pro class. And in the GTM class, it was a Porsche 123 with Dempsey Proton Racing's 8877 and Porsche 911 RSS cars dominating qualifying, finishing first and second. Matteo Carolini setting the pace in the 88 for his second consecutive pole position. The number 86 Guff Racing was third, quickest in a similar car, making it a hugely successful weekend for Porsche in qualifying. So that wraps up everything from here. Right, let's give you the coverage details for the 24 hours of racing. We will be on our Instagram page at Joshua Birch 99 throughout for all of the action, as we'll use the hashtag LeMans24 as well, but we'll be live here on YouTube as well. You can join us at 3 o'clock for analysis of the first hour of racing. Then of course we'll be back at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, midnight, 2 a.m, and then we'll go every few hours into the coverage details. We'll provide them for you on our next broadcast. But join us on Saturday at 3 o'clock for UK time, of course, for coverage of the first hour of what we thought of it, with a little bit of the grid and what happened in the first hour, and then we're off and running. But watch us on Instagram as well. We'll be live throughout. For us all here, though, let's go Le Mans for 2019. Bye for now.